favorite. This is his water bottle. I've had this for 15 years.
The new kids are back on the block, and they're giving one super fan the surprise of her life.
I think they're going to have to fade to black. This could be illegal to watch.
Then, listen up, parents. Put the French fries down. Rach has got a new kind of fry every family will love.
This is brilliant.
Next, Rach.
Today at 9 on CBS 4.
The Doctors is all new. 'Tis the season.
Stress eating, anxiety.
How to get rid of your holiday stress.
Can lower your blood pressure.
Then she was unhappy as an A-cup until she paid Dr. Orden a visit.
If you yourself have ever thought about getting breast implants, you don't want to miss this.
The before, the after, and
plastic surgery gift cards.
In many cases, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
On The Doctors.
Today at 3 on 4. Brought to you by these sponsors.
I'm wasting time at this job.
I feel tortured all the time.
I am overwhelmed, underappreciated, and overworked.
Hate your job? One of the world's most in-demand career experts is giving you advice worth thousands of dollars for free.
How do they begin to find their way back?
The radical 8-part course you can take from home.
My life is completely different.
This is going to be exciting.
Next Oprah.
Today at 4 on CBS 4.
We now join our program in progress.
Has apologized to Nouri al-Maliki. Journalist Muntadar al-Zaidi is asking for a pardon for throwing his shoes at President Bush. Al-Zaidi's brother, however, says he doubts his brother would do such a thing. More news in 2 minutes. This is Up to the Minute.
Let me tell you about a very important phone call I made. When I got my Medicare card, I realized I needed an AARP Medicare Supplement insurance card too.
One simple call gave me the chance to talk with a personal health insurance advisor
who answered all my questions about Medicare Supplement plans, so I could understand it all. After I called, I was able to choose the plan that was right for me.
If you're already on or eligible for Medicare, call now to find out how an AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan, insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company, helps you pay some of the 20% of your medical expenses not covered by Medicare Part B. That can save you from paying thousands of dollars out of your own pocket. These are the only Medicare Supplement Insurance Plans exclusively endorsed by AARP, a name you trust. When you call now, we'll send you this free information kit with all you need to enroll, so you can join the millions of people who've already trusted us for their Medicare supplement insurance. Plus, we'll send you this free guide to understanding Medicare.
The prices are competitive. I can keep my own doctor and choose my own hospital.
and I don't need a referral to see a specialist.
Call now to get the free information kit. Plus, we'll include this free Medicare guide. And the advantages don't end there. You can choose from a wide range of plans that are all competitively priced, so you can find a plan that best fits your needs and budget. There are virtually no claim forms to fill out. And best of all, they're the only Medicare supplement plans endorsed by AARP.
When they told me these plans were endorsed by AARP,
I had only one thing to say. Sign me up.
Call now, 1-800-531-5866, and let us help you choose the right plan. So call now, 1-800-531-5866, and find out about an AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan. A personal health insurance advisor is waiting for your call.
The nationwide demand for a nursing home ranking system is now available online. It shows 12% of nursing homes scored the highest rating, but 22% scored the lowest. CBS's Wyatt Andrews has more.
Happy birthday.
Sister Alphonse Marie never thought she'd get rated like a restaurant, but the nursing home she runs just earned a top 5-star rating in the government's first ever rankings of nursing homes.
So how was dinner?
To some of the residents here, those 5 stars aren't enough.
They deserve 6 stars.
They're here for us.
What's the secret?
Thank you. Well, I think it's a daily striving to give the very best care possible to our residents.
To achieve a 5-star rating, a nursing home has to score well on a number of measures, including its state health inspection and the number of staff. Officials at Medicare believe the rankings will help Americans shop for nursing homes and pressure the lower-ranked homes to improve.
If there's competition for the residents, especially among the high-quality nursing homes, I think we're all going to benefit from that.
Here's how to do the comparison. Start online at Medicare.gov, click on the nursing home links to this bar, find and compare nursing homes, enter your zip code, and up comes a list of nearby homes, all ranked between 1 and 5 stars. The nursing home industry complains that some of the rankings have not been fair, and everyone agrees the best way to really judge a home is to visit. Wyatt Andrews, CBS News, Washington.
You may recall the name Drew Peterson. He's the officer suspected in the disappearance of his 4th wife. He's still legally married, but that's not stopping him from getting ready to marry again. Drew Peterson says he's engaged for the 5th time.
Well, I know that she's been dating Drew for 4 months, that she's met the kids like her.
The unidentified woman is 23, the same age Peterson's 4th and last wife Stacy was when she disappeared in October 2007. Derek Armstrong interviewed Peterson and others for his book, Drew Peterson Exposed. He says Peterson's latest engagement continues his pattern of courting women less than half his age.
He proposes to them while he's still married to his last wife. In the case of Stacy, that was when he was divorcing Kathleen, and then she showed up dead. And in the case of this new girl, he's still officially married to Stacy, who's disappeared.
Peterson has been named a suspect in Stacy's disappearance, and the case is now being investigated as a possible homicide. Peterson maintains he's innocent and claims his wife ran off with another man. Authorities, meanwhile, are also looking into the death of Peterson's 3rd wife, Kathleen Savio. Her body was found in an empty bathtub in their house in 2004. Despite all this, Peterson is looking towards the future.
He had said in the interviews to me that he intended to date, get married again, that his kids needed a woman in his life, in their lives, and he needed a woman in his life.
So far, no date has been set for the wedding. We'll be right back.
You can take the girl out of the rainforest, but you can't take the rainforest out of the girl.
That's why I love these new Aqua Essences from Airwick. Its fragrances smell so fresh and natural. It really takes me back. New Airwick Aqua Essences fragrances, inspired by water-based botanicals. Bring the fresh smell of nature into your home. New Aqua Essences fragrances, available in scented oils, aerosols, and Freshmatic. Airwick. It's good to be home.
Serious sore throat sufferers know there's nothing worse than a sore throat with a bad cough. Only new Cepacol Sore Throat Plus Cough Spray has the power to stop both fast.
Thank you.
Only Cepacol stops both fast.
What's an emergency that boosts your health and energy? 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C and naturally energizing B vitamins. For a boost you can feel. Get a free sample at emergency.com and feel the good.
I felt like I was always cleaning every day. I couldn't get away from these stubborn stains. They just kept coming back. It was so irritating, and I felt like my home was never clean. That's why I have Lime Away, and it comes with DuraGuard, which helps keep my home clean longer. Lime Away not only removes the toughest hard water buildup and eliminates gritty lime scale, but its formula with DuraGuard acts like a shield to protect from stains coming back, so you're not always cleaning.
For lime, calcium, and rust, Lime Away is a must.
All right, sports fans, it's time to find Geico's #1 fan. Tonight's winner will receive Geico t-shirts, hats, and an upgrade to courtside seats, and could star in a real Geico commercial. Let's see who it's gonna be. It looks like we have a winner. Yes, we do, folks. How about that? Congratulations. And remember, saving money at Geico.com, so easy a caveman can do it.
Don't take off for the holidays without seeing 60 Minutes on the state of airport security and the state of California with Governor Schwarzenegger, Sunday.
It's the biggest singing competition to hit morning television. One song, one chance, one catch.
you have to sing with your family. The Early Show Singing Family Face-Off. For your shot at stardom, watch The Early Show and log on to earlyshow.cbsnews.com for details.
The biggest names in politics face the nation with Bob Schieffer Sundays.
A warning this morning for parents. A recall has been issued for almost 100,000 even float majestic height chairs. They're being recalled because plastic caps and metal screws on both sides of the chairs can fall off, causing the back of the seat to collapse. They were sold at stores including Toys R Us and Burlington Coat Factory. Time is quickly running out for holiday shopping. If you want to get something for your kids that will blow them away without blowing out your wallet, you've come to the right place. The folks at American Baby magazine have some great ideas, and senior lifestyles editor Jessica Hartshorn is here with some hot holiday toys for under $100. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning and happy holidays.
Yeah, happy holidays. It's less than a week away. Here we are Friday, and I still haven't done my shopping, so you need to give me some good tips. Let's start with the big wow items. And
American Girl is a phenomenon right now.
Right.
Little girls just love it. There's actually Bitty Babies, which are the dolls for like 2 and 3, 4-year-olds. Then 5, 6, 7. The older girls love the real thing.
Right. This is
Kitteridge. Yeah, she's the big one.
Right.
You'll remember there's a movie with Abigail Breslin out playing Kit Kitteridge, and when you get the doll, you also get a book. I think that's how they kind of hook in the parents. It's like you get this little historically accurate and educational book to go along with the doll.
They love them. This is $100.
It's $100 for Kit and $100 for her best friend Ruthie, and then you can buy accessories like clothes and
They
pets.
go on and on and on, right? All right, let's move on to the next one, which is the shopping cart, which kids love to push things around.
This is just a super cute gift for a baby who's learned to walk or who just loves to imitate you shopping at the grocery store. It's Fisher-Price's Shop and Learn. I love their stuff because it's really sturdy and fun and lets kids imitate, which they love.
If the kid's a little bit older and they're learning how to ride a bike, you've got a good selection.
Yeah, the Glide to Ride is new from Hasbro, which I think is a great idea. It's taken off on, there's bikes like the Leica bike, which teach you to balance on a bike by pushing with your feet. This takes it one step further because it converts to a pedal bike. So you start off in the glide mode where your child just pushes it with their feet, and then when they get the whole balance thing down, you put on the pedals, and then they can pedal much easier. It's really a great idea, and it's only $100. I think it's great.
If you have a toddler at home or a little one, actually, because my 7-month-old, I was looking at this for this.
Isn't this
it's
great?
An activity cube.
It's an activity cube. This is from Parents Toys, and it's their Busy Zoo. They have a busy street as well, and they're selling out at $50. But they're, I think there's a big trend this year towards wooden toys, classic play, simple play. It's very solid. It really lasts, and it's got different things going on each side, so they can play with this for a long time.
Right, which is always helpful for parents. And then finally, the last one is this Radio Flyer Turtle.
I love him. I think this is like the best. This is the best budget toy of the season. It's $30. A great little ride-on that turns really easily. It works indoors. It works outdoors. Radio Flyer is a great company, and like I said, it's $30. How can you go wrong?
Lots of great ideas. All right, we'll put them all on our website as always.
All right.
For more on this and links to other helpful articles at American Baby, you can visit our page at cbsnews.com and click on American Baby. Senior Lifestyles Editor Jessica Hartshorn, thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
For generations, mothers have doled out their own brand of medical advice. Bundle the kids up in the winter and stay away from sugar. But a new study published in the British Medical Journal says many of those long-held medical truths are false. CBS's Richard Schlesinger has more on medical myth-busters.
We've all grown up holding certain truths to be self-evident. Sugar makes kids go wild. We lose most of our body heat through our head. All sorts of things people just accept that turn out to be wrong. Dr. Rachel Vreeman and Dr. Aaron Carroll took a scientific look at popular beliefs for a report published today in the British Medical Journal.
Sometimes they just get perpetuated, I think, because we keep hearing them from people we respect, from our parents, from teachers, and from doctors, and that causes us to believe they're true.
Here's the conventional wisdom about kids and sugar.
Woo! When I would give them sugar, they would get real active.
Here's what the report found. There's no connection between sugar and hyperactivity. 12 highly scientific studies back that up. One of those studies concluded the differences in the children's behavior were all in the parents' minds. And what about wearing a hat in cold weather?
I've always read that if you wear a hat, you conserve more heat. It goes out the top of your head.
Well, here's what the report found. There is nothing special about the head and heat loss. any uncovered part of the body loses heat.
We look into this to try to, in a fun way, remind people that we should look at the science.
There's good news in the report for this season. Despite conventional wisdom, suicides do not appear to increase around holidays. And there's more. Poinsettias are not poison. In about 23,000 cases where people ate poinsettia leaves, only 4% of them needed some kind of medical attention. Another piece of conventional wisdom shattered. Richard Schlesinger, CBS News, Kent, Connecticut.
A new campaign from Macy's wants people to write to Santa. For each letter received, $1 is donated to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. The money recently fulfilled a 10-year-old's dream. CBS's Maggie Rodriguez has more.
It's game time at Holly Heights Elementary School in Millville, New Jersey. This is the indoor hockey semifinal for the 4th and 5th grade. Hillary Montero is team captain for the Holly Heights Flyers.
Hockey is important to me because it's fun and I wanted my team to go to their championships.
At just 10 years old, she plays nearly every sport that's in season.
I like to play soccer, I like to kick the ball, and I like to run a lot.
But today, it's all about hockey, and her team has lost just one game all year. The loss was the game Hillary missed because she had an appointment at the hospital.
They said leukemia, and I said, "What's that?" And then they told me that it was a type of cancer.
Hillary discovered she had chronic myeloid leukemia in February. She hasn't let the disease slow her down. On the playground or in the classroom.
Sorry? In a complete sentence.
Go ahead,
At home, she is an inspiration.
Thank you, God, for this wonderful dinner.
She's a pretty tough little cookie. I mean, you know, she gives it everything she has, even if she ain't feeling good.
My middle name is Faith, and I think I have a lot of faith in me and my family to go through this and to get it over with.
And there's something else that's getting Hillary through the tough times.
She loves to sing ever since she was little.
Once or twice was enough, and it was all in vain.
She's even committed her favorite melodies to memory.
Time stops to pass before you know it, you're frozen.
So when the Make-A-Wish Foundation asked Hillary what her dream day might be, her decision was pretty simple.
I was wondering what I would do, and like if I would want to go on a trip or meet a celebrity or make my own CD, which I am.
You guys ready in there?
Hillary headed to a Jersey Shore recording studio.
You can hear everything, huh?
And know she's
where she got some professional pointers.
Sing that? And know she's lucky 'cause.
And to record an album's worth of songs.
Here we go.
Not every take was a good one. But Hillary showed the same persistence
So don't sing that part.
she has all year.
My heart's crippled by the pain that I keep my clothes in.
And eventually found her rhythm.
Keep bleeding in love. I keep bleeding.
Couldn't get any more prouder. If I could, I would, but I can't.
I hope it sounds good, and so people actually would want to listen to it. And I could look back at my memories like when I'm older.
Now there's a safe, natural way to dramatically improve your sexual performance with Postivac, the medically approved vacuum therapy system that's 95% effective, guaranteed. Simply apply the gentle suction of the Postivac system, and within 4 minutes, you'll experience complete sexual performance.
I was kind of amazed how well Postivac works.
Worked the first time around. I'm going, wow, it really works.
Now you and the one you love can enjoy complete sexual pleasure and satisfaction anytime with no pills, no doctor visits. Postivac is a clinically proven vacuum therapy system, not a pill. You'll experience results in less than 4 minutes, not hours, and there are no harmful side effects.
Vacuum therapy is so safe and effective that it is now the only erectile treatment covered by Medicare Part B. And now Postivac is approved by almost every major insurance company in the country. You pay nothing up front, so there's no waiting for reimbursement. We even take care of the paperwork for you.
Postivac's the only way to go. I'm telling you, I've tried everything, and I know if you don't give it a try, you're crazy.
You're going to be all you can be, or you're not going to be all you can be, and this helps you be all you can be.
If you have a brain in your head, dial this 1-800 number after this commercial. Why take the best part of life out of your life when you can have life with Postivac?
Call now to have Postivac delivered discreetly to your home. It's 100% guaranteed to work for you or your money back. And remember, Postivac is covered by Medicare and most insurance companies, so your Postivac may be yours at little or no cost to you. Postivac works in minutes, but the results can last a lifetime. Experience the confidence. Experience complete sexual performance. Experience Postivac.
'Tis the season to be jolly. That is, unless you really start thinking about the economy. Simon Bates has been doing just that in this morning's comment from London.
I'm afraid I bring you tidings of great gloom this Christmas time. Sir Richard Branson has just joined the long queue of experts saying that our economy is in a less than healthy state. What he actually said was much more specific and not repeatable here, and he's right. Like with you, things on this side of the pond are going from bad to worse. But the problem with us British is that when the chips are down, we never seem to be able to face reality. During the Second World War, we couldn't countenance the possibility of defeat by Nazi Germany. And now, as a nation, we still don't seem to have grasped quite how awful everything has become. There's a feeling of unreality, and it's all because of falling interest rates. Traditionally, when interest rates go down, the Germans save, and we Brits go out and spend. Spend and spend. And the incentives are there. The sales have started early, no waiting until after Christmas. There's 10, 20, even 50% off pretty much everything in top London stores. Even supermodel Kate Moss has been spotted trudging round buying bargains. You can get a new Toyota for half the ticket price. Property values are sliding, foreclosures are set to rise. People are worried about their jobs. The signs of a serious collapse are out there, even in the run-up to Christmas, the nation's busiest shopping period by far. One of our leading chain stores, Woolworths, is closing all its 800 branches after more than 100 years on Main Street, and that is 27,000 layoffs to add to the list. But this week, our Office for National Statistics has put out surprise figures that suggest retail sales here are on the rise. And the truth is that many Brits have turned their faces away from the awful truth. They've taken their credit cards on one last spree before the grim reality of winter 2009 hits them in a few weeks' time. You'll hear claims that our failing economy is being hyped by the media, that we'll just have to ride it out for a few months before things come right. I don't think so. Trust me, the worst is yet to come. Happy Christmas, America. This is Simon Bates for CBS News in London.
Thank you for joining us this half hour. This is CBS News Up to the Minute.
CBS News, experience you can trust.
Now on CBS News Up to the Minute.
I haven't made up my mind yet. So you're assuming something is going to happen.
President Bush says it might be best for Detroit's alien automakers to go through an orderly bankruptcy.
I would be better off going to the mob for money.
And the government announces tough new rules to rein in predatory practices of credit card companies. Good morning from CBS News headquarters in New York. This is Up to the Minute. I'm Meg Oliver. There are conflicting reports this morning about the fate of the long-awaited bailout of the Big Three. For the first time, President Bush raised the prospect for GM and Chrysler to go through what he calls an orderly bankruptcy. But sources tell Reuters that the car makers have made significant progress towards securing emergency loans and that the government loan package could be announced as soon as today. Meanwhile, GM denied reports that it has restarted merger talks with Chrysler. For Chrysler workers, this is the last day on the job before a month-long furlough. CBS's Joel Brown reports.
Belvedere, Illinois depends on cars moving out of its Chrysler plant, but production here is about to stop.
They shut down for longer than a month. They'll hurt here. Everybody will hurt.
Chrysler is closing the plant and all 29 others in North America for at least a month. That's 2 weeks longer than the usual holiday break. Judy Pruitt's husband has worked at the plant for more than 40 years, and there is a real fear it'll close its doors for good.
Well, it's scary, you know, because what are people I mean, I don't know what people's going to do because there's no jobs anywhere.
The entire U.S. auto industry is crumbling under the weight of the financial crisis and the worst car sales in more than 2 decades. Ford is shutting down 10 plants for an extra week, and GM is halting construction on a new plant and closing 20 factories over the holidays. The people here watched Wall Street get a bailout and would like to see Washington throw a lifeline to their town and keep this plant open.
If they could help out the banks, they could help out the little guy.
Congress rejected a $14 billion bridge loan to Detroit's Big Three, so now any bailout is up to President Bush, who's still weighing his options.
Isn't the Detroit bailout an example of interest groups thinking they can get a better deal from the executive branch than from the Congress?
It's an interesting way of putting it. First, let me take a step back. I haven't made up my mind yet. So you're assuming something is going to happen. I think under normal circumstances, no question, the bankruptcy court is the best way to sort through credit and debt and restructuring. No question. These aren't normal circumstances. That's the problem.
The White House is looking at structuring what it calls an orderly bankruptcy.
That provides for more of a soft landing. I think that's what we would be talking about. That would be one of the options. I'm not saying that that is necessarily what it would be announced. And you asked if it would be before the end of the week. I can't tell you right now, but I can tell you we're nearing a conclusion and we're very close.
Another option is to give Detroit money from the financial rescue package.
Let Mr. Bush do something right in his life and give auto companies the money. Let him be remembered for something, not screwing up for the last 8 years.
For now, the workers here will still be able to take home a chunk of their paychecks thanks to their union contracts and unemployment benefits. Joel Brown, CBS News, Belvedere, Illinois.
If you haven't finished shopping for your kids, you may want to stop at KB Toys. A bankruptcy judge in Illinois gave the go-ahead for the toy store to begin a nationwide going out of business sale. KB Toys will shut all its stores by February. Those workers will join a growing line at the unemployment office. 554,000 Americans filed first-time claims last week. That's down slightly from the week before, but still near a 26-year high. The decision to place a loved one in a nursing home is difficult enough, but trying to choose between them has been nearly impossible until now. The federal government has come up with a rating system. 12% of the nation's 16,000 nursing homes scored the highest rating, but 22% scored the lowest.
So how was dinner?
Pardon? Yeah, you just... To achieve a 5-star rating, they have to score well on a variety of measures, including state health inspections and the number of staff. Officials at Medicare say the rankings will help consumers shop for a home and pressure many homes to improve. If you want to compare, start online at Medicare.gov. Click on the nursing homes link, then this bar, find and compare nursing homes. Enter your zip code for a list of nearby homes ranked between 1 and 5 stars. The federal government has come up with a new set of rules. They're designed to rein in predatory practices by credit card companies. The thing is, the rules don't take effect for 18 months. CBS's Randall Pinkston has more.
On the eve of the biggest shopping weekend of the year, bank regulators gave consumers a present. future rules to fine-tune the fine print for your credit card.
This is probably the biggest thing since the introduction of credit cards.
The biggest change, a new ban on raising interest rates unless a payment is 30 days late, or the card has a variable interest rate, or a promotional rate expires. Rates can also be raised on cards at least a year old if the consumer gets 45 days notice.
The federal regulators are finally saying that things have gone too far in credit cards and that something has to change.
Companies must give customers at least 21 days to make a payment.
So let me see your credit cards.
Sure.
The coming changes are a relief to real estate broker Fran Pepe.
Is this your personal card?
Right.
Okay.
This is my business one. Hello, this is Fran.
In this credit crunch, she's dependent on credit cards to finance her business.
I use the credit cards to leverage my working capital and to, stay afloat.
But the new protection comes with a price. The banking industry warns interest rates on new cards will go up, and getting a credit card will be harder too.
Particularly for people who are new to credit or have had problems in the past.
The new rules don't take effect until July 2010. Until then, companies are expected to continue slashing credit limits and hiking rates on many consumers.
I want to talk to you about my total annual interest rate.
People like Maria Polk. Despite always paying on time, the interest rates on her cards just skyrocketed to almost 30%.
I would be better off going to the mob for money.
Consumer advocates say the change should take effect sooner. 18 months is a long time to wait. And they say more change is needed because the new rules do nothing at all about such items as extremely high fees associated with credit cards. Randall Pinkston, CBS News, New York.
Mark Felt, the secretive deep throat from the Watergate era, has passed away. He was 95. Felt was second in command of the FBI. He tipped off reporters to the botched break-in at Democratic headquarters in Washington. It led to the fall of the Nixon White House. And Iraq's prime minister says the reporter who threw his shoes at President Bush is now begging for a pardon. Montader al-Zaidi faces 2 years in prison for insulting a foreign leader. We have more news in 2 minutes. You're watching Up to the Minute.
From all of us at CBS, happy holidays. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. From everyone at Ghost Whisperer.
From all of us at Mentalist. From all of us at The Big Bang Theory.
From all of us at CSI.
From all of us at The Unit.
Happy holidays.
From all of us.
To all of you. Happy holidays.
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 From CBS 4.
When it comes to watching out for you, what has CBS 4 News been up to lately?
The For Your Money team is hard at work for you.
We have a way for you to look like $1 million, but at a bargain.
Another serving of cheap eats.
A great meal for under $10.
The For Your Money team shows you how you can get things for nothing.
We have experts ready to offer free job placement.
Trying to help you get a job, keep a job. Our For Your Money phone bank took in hundreds of calls.
We're here to help you live better in South Florida. CBS 4 News.
Next, ET&N Insider, Brad Pitt in the makeup chair for his Benjamin Button transformation.
You just feel the gradual progression through the film.
Then,
I had prostate cancer.
Dom DeLuise confined to a wheelchair, breaking health news on the 70s star. Plus,
I can't talk right now.
Once 700-pound Ruby walks a mile. Then we count down the most famous mugshots of '08. And whatever happened to Cosmo's Bachelors of the Year. Next, ET&N Insider.
Starting tonight at 7 on CBS 4.
Today on my way to school, I went into some friends. They'll try to talk me into skipping school. I'll hesitate for a moment. I won't know what to do. They're my friends. So I'll join them. But I won't join them, though. We'll go someplace where we can hang out because that's soccer practice, and I love soccer. I'll join the high school soccer team. I'll start skipping school and play all over the state. My mom wouldn't know. My mom will be so proud. She leaves the house before I do. She'll come comes back late at night from work, and she doesn't have to work.
It's 10 past the hour. Caroline Kennedy comes from the country's most famous political dynasty. But as she makes her push for a Senate seat, how much do we really know about her? Marcia Kramer from our New York station, WCBS TV, takes a closer look.
After he was assassinated, a friend of President John F. Kennedy wrote a memoir entitled Johnny, We Hardly Knew Ye. And that's sort of like how New Yorkers feel about his daughter Caroline, who now wants to be their senator. Yes, she has lived in the city for decades, but always quietly, doing good works like raising $55 million for the city while sending her kids to private school. She always lived quietly and out of the spotlight. Why seek the limelight now?
A lot of that has to do with their kids growing up. I think when you have really small children and you come from a very sort of famous name household, there is a tendency to really want to protect them and to have them lead a normal life.
Most New Yorkers remember pictures of little Caroline playing on the beach or cavorting with her dad or brother. What they might not know is that Caroline was born in New York in November 1957. She went to private school in New York, graduated from Harvard, and has a law degree from Columbia. She once worked as an intern at the New York Daily News, and she never changed her name when she married Edwin Schlossberg in 1986. They have 3 children, Rose, Tatiana, and Jack. Abortion rights advocate Kelly Conlon, who has worked with Caroline for 10 years, says she's just a regular person, not a snotty socialite.
I think she really wants to be known for who she is, not necessarily just who her family is.
Now that she's out in the spotlight, Caroline Kennedy is telling friends that even if she doesn't get the Senate seat, she intends to stay and be a lot more public.
WCBS TV's Marcia Kramer reporting. Hillary Clinton's Senate seat is open, of course, because she's President-elect Obama's pick for Secretary of State. One of the major stumbling blocks to her nomination has been Bill Clinton's finances, especially his charitable organization, the Clinton Foundation. As promised Thursday, the former president released the full list of donors. But as CBS's Cheryl Atkinson reports, some of them never even knew they were on the list.
Among hundreds of thousands of donors to the Clinton Foundation are Hollywood stars, ordinary Americans, and foreign governments. Saudi Arabia gave up to $25 million. There's money from Kuwait, Qatar, Brunei, Oman, and Italy. Barbra Streisand is a heavy hitter, and the security firm Blackwater is there too. There's something else buried among the names of Saudi royals and super-rich businesses. Thousands of people who gave to victims of Hurricane Katrina.
The best way to help now is to make a cash donation.
How did Katrina donors end up on the list of Clinton supporters? Donations poured in before the Bush-Clinton-Katrina Fund was fully set up, so the former presidents held the money in 2 other charities, the Greater Houston Community Foundation and the Clinton Foundation. 4 months after the hurricane, the Houston charity passed more than $50 million on to the National Katrina Fund. A month after that, in January and February of '06, the Clinton Foundation gave about $30 million. It's that pit stop in the Clinton Fund that officially turned those Katrina donors into Clinton donors, donors who expected their money to go directly to hurricane relief. And just 2 weeks ago, thousands of them got letters saying their names were about to be made public. Among those surprised to find themselves on today's list, former Congressman Rob Portman, a Republican on Bush's cabinet at the time. Dean Zerbe was the lead investigator of Charities for Congress.
These are folks who just meant well, saw the tragedies of Katrina, wanted to donate. How they've gotten themselves wrapped up in having their names put on a website is beyond me.
Zerbe thinks it would have been better if Katrina donors had been told more about how their money was handled.
Charity has got to make certain that, gee, when my aunt gives that money of $50, that the $50 is used for that purpose, and they've got to be able to show that.
Nobody from the Clinton Foundation would agree to an interview, but a spokesman for the Bush-Clinton-Katrina Fund insists every penny is accounted for.
People shouldn't worry that their money didn't go to the right cause.
All the money, 100%, made it to donors or grantees in the Gulf.
In the end, the only way the Katrina donors found out they're even on the Clinton list is because Hillary is Obama's choice for Secretary of State. Cheryl Atkinson, CBS News, Washington.
Still ahead, there are 2 celebrities hounded by the paparazzi. So when it comes to promoting their new movie, Jennifer Aniston and Owen Wilson have found themselves in a tough position. Find out how they're handling it next.
We're checking in. The name's Mucus.
We've moved you to the Royal Suite.
Oh, yeah, upgrade.
When mucus checks into your chest, the congestion can stay a while.
I'm thinking extended stay.
That's why there's Mucinex. Mucinex is specially made to break up mucus that causes chest congestion.
Express checkout!
Hi there, checking in.
And only Mucinex lasts for 12 hours.
Got any vacancy?
Mucinex in, mucus out.
If you look at the last 6 months, I think you'll agree that the production growth opportunity that we have for us would... What is that?
That's the money you could be saving with Geico.
Tell me who's watching. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
What's an emergency that boosts your health and energy? 1,000 milligrams of immune-strengthening vitamin C, plus naturally energizing B vitamins. Get a free sample at emergency.com and feel the good.
Still got flakes? That's your clue to switch shampoo. To Selsun Blue. Maximum Selsun strength medicine wipes out flakes, plus aloe and moisturizers keep hair healthy. No flakes or itch. Selsun Blue Shampoo.
Got a clue? Get the blue.
Some days it feels like people are always stopping by. That's why I use Airwick Freshmatic Ultra. I simply set the timer to spray automatically for bursts of freshness throughout the day, so my home smells great no matter what. And I can be sure that the fresh scent will stay long after the company has gone. Airwick Freshmatic Ultra, for bursts of freshness that last. Airwick, it's good to be home. And try Freshmatic Mini, a lot of freshness in a concentrated package.
Don't take off for the holidays without seeing 60 Minutes on the state of airport security and the state of California with Governor Schwarzenegger, Sunday.
It's the biggest singing competition to hit morning television. One song, one chance, one catch. You have to sing with your family. The Early Show Singing Family Face-Off. For your shot at stardom, watch The Early Show and log on to earlyshow.cbsnews.com for details.
The biggest names in politics face the nation with Bob Schieffer Sundays.
It's 17 past the hour. Top stories and up to the minute. The man known as Deep Throat has died. Mark Felt, the former FBI second in command, who tipped off reporters to the Watergate scandal, was 95 years old. The Bush administration is looking at what it calls an orderly bankruptcy as a possible way to help save the skidding U.S. auto industry. And controversy for President-elect Obama after he invited conservative pastor Rick Warren to give the inauguration prayer. Warren has been criticized because he endorsed California's Proposition 8, which banned gay marriage. Another big story, the winter weather wreaking havoc across much of the country. Take a look at this. Parts of New Mexico were slammed by snowstorms. Thursday, blizzard conditions covered parts of the state. That added to several feet of snow already on the ground. CBS meteorologist George Cullen is here with more on the nation's forecast. And it looks like we're getting ready for a few inches here in the Northeast.
A lot. Boy, you know what? It's winter. You expect it to snow. But boy, the timing couldn't be any worse with all the holiday traveling coming this weekend. And we have more than one storm, as a matter of fact. And I'll show it to you on the satellite picture because this is actually the same storm that now you see swirling over the Midwest. That's the storm that came out of the southwest with the snow in California, Las Vegas, Arizona, New Mexico. And now it's just beginning to spread snow across the Midwest. And here's the thing, it's going to throw a lot of moisture into the midsection of the country. So we're going to see a big swath of heavy snow and sleet and freezing rain. And if you look at today's forecast map, you'll see that the snow is going to really extend from the Midwest, Ohio Valley, lower Great Lakes, and then it's going to just blitz into the Northeast. As a matter of fact, the Northeast probably won't see any snow until late morning or very early afternoon. But when it starts, it's going to come down extremely heavy. So traveling later this afternoon and this evening anywhere in the Northeast, it'll be a nightmare. Boston, New York, probably at least 4 to 6 inches by nightfall. And then Chicago, even though it's not snowing right now this morning, it's going to start, be heavy, 6 to 8 inches. Now, it may change over to freezing rain if you're flying to Detroit or Cleveland or mixed with sleet. In the south, you'll be fine unless there's residual problems. But going to Atlanta and Miami and Dallas will be fine. And then we have some snow around Boise. That's going to be the second storm in May. Over the weekend, that storm is going to be a monster. And by Sunday, Midwest, Northeast, another big snowstorm. Very cold air following it.
All right, CBS News meteorologist George Cullen, thanks for being with us.
Okay, Meg.
In overseas trading, Japan's benchmark Nikkei index closed down 78 points to finish at 8,588. Allison Harmelin has more in this morning's CBS News Money Watch.
Some mortgage rates have fallen to the lowest level in 37 years. A 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is just under 5.2%. A 15-year fixed rate fell to 4.9%. Rates have been falling since November, and people are trying to take advantage. Applications for new mortgages are up 5%. On Thursday, Wall Street traders found out General Electric could have its credit rating lowered because of the trouble at the company's financing division. That news led to a sell-off. The Dow fell 219 points. The Nasdaq dropped almost 27 points. The price of oil dropped 9% and is now just $36 a barrel. This summer, it was trading at $147. Oil-producing nations are trying to stop the price slide by lowering supply. OPEC recently decided to cut output by over 2 million barrels a day. Credit card companies will soon face the biggest crackdown in decades. Regulators are adopting new rules. They want to stop companies from surprising cardholders with hikes on current balances. The rules go into effect in 2010. And if you're doing your holiday shopping online, the National Federation of Retailers says today is the last day that packages can be delivered by ground mail in time for Christmas. After today, you'll have to pay more to have it sent express. That's your Money Watch. Log on to CBSNews.com for more business headlines. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Allison Harmelin.
To entertainment news now, it seems everywhere Jennifer Aniston goes, the paparazzi follow. Lately, she's been out promoting her new film, Marley and Me. But as CBS's Manuel Gallegos found out, Aniston and co-star Owen Wilson are extremely cautious when it comes to talking to microphones off the set.
Get to business, ask us some questions.
You can ask, but don't expect to hear anything too revealing from Jennifer Aniston or Owen Wilson. Both stars have had their share of headlines. Aniston's love triangle with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie is still splashed around, and she's constantly hounded by paparazzi. And Wilson's alleged suicide attempt last year had fans shaking their heads.
1, 2, 3, go. Happy birthday.
So starring in the light holiday drama Marley and Me is a good distraction for both of them.
I think that we both had like a really good time at this one, but it's also when you're kind of working on one that you kind of believe in and the stuff, and that was sort of, I think, everybody's experience on this.
During our interview, Aniston was reserved, Wilson talkative. In Marley and Me, the couple has 3 kids and an uncontrollable dog. But ask Aniston if she can see herself with a house full of kids someday, and you get Wilson.
People always talk about how hard it is with kids. And
ask Aniston if she ever had an unruly dog, and you get Wilson.
Would like splash up like drips and try to catch.
She even patted him on the knee, trying to get a word in.
So doing this movie, did it make you want to have children? He's like, well, if that means that I can hand off the kids at the end of the day to this person called Mom.
It almost felt like Wilson was protecting the 39-year-old star. Maybe it wasn't intentional, but these two know better than anyone that any little comment they make can come back to bite them. Manuel Gallegos, CBS News, Beverly Hills.
In Thursday night football, the Colts and the Jags faced off with some playoff implications. Just before the game, Carolina offensive lineman Richard Collier took part in the coin toss. Collier was shot and paralyzed on September 2nd in an off-the-field incident. To the game now, and the Jags started things early with this TD to Dennis Northcutt in the first quarter. But in the second half, down by 10, the Colts' Peyton Manning pulls off this play-action pass to Dallas Clark. Then in the fourth, the Colts D stepped it up when the Jags' David Garrard is picked off by Kewan Ratliff. He takes it back for the go-ahead score, 31-24. In the final seconds, with a chance to tie, Dwight Freeney makes this sack to win it, giving the Colts a guaranteed spot in the playoffs.
Netting Barn has the largest selection of the world-famous Tempur-Pedic at the guaranteed lowest discount prices. You gotta feel it to believe it. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
In Florida, Davie, Tamarack, Deerfield Beach, Boynton Beach, and West Palm Beach.
If you were injured in a car accident, would you call Steinger, Isco, and Green?
Absolutely. The insurance companies have lawyers on their side. You should have a lawyer on yours, too.
Sure I would. You make one call and let them help you with all the hassles.
Well, it could be a smart choice. You don't pay anything unless they win your case.
If I were injured, I'd want all the help I could get. Wouldn't you?
If you've been injured, call Steiger, Isco, and Green. 1-800-561-1111. Non-lawyer spokespersons.
They're the things you do every morning.
I get up first, so I make the coffee.
Good morning, South Florida.
Here are the stories making headlines.
I'll see you later. Love you.
Love you.
What's your morning routine?
Traffic on the highways not looking too bad.
Go to cbs4.com/morning and let us know.
Bye, Mommy.
Have a good day, honey. I'll see you later.
Don't forget that umbrella as you head out the door.
CBS 4 News. We want to be a part of your morning routine.
Next Rage.
I am the New Kids on the Block biggest fan. Jordan is my favorite. This is his water bottle. I've had this for 15 years.
The New Kids are back on the block, and they're giving one super fan the surprise of her life.
Jordan! I think you're going to have to fade to black. This could be illegal to watch.
Then, listen up, parents. Put the French fries down. Rach has got a new kind of fry every family will love.
This is brilliant.
Next Rage.
Today at 9 on CBS 4.
Bedding Barn celebrates the American spirit with the greatest names in bedding and linens. You'll flip over Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Latex, Serta, Spring Air, Two-Sided Englander, Tempur-Pedic, Ralph Lauren, Wum, Serta, and more at the lowest discount prices.
In Florida, Davie, Tamarack, Deerfield Beach, Boynton Beach, and West Palm Beach.
From shopping to socializing, technology and the dawn of the cyber age have changed just about everything. But food, too. CBS's Amy Gutman visits one London restaurant where dining has gone digital.
It could be the command center of the Starship Enterprise. Instead, it's a new Asian fusion restaurant in London, creating quite a buzz because the diner controls everything through a computerized tabletop. Well, nearly everything.
So you order all your drinks and your dishes off your table using the touch panel here.
The touch menu makes the waiter's job simple. Just stand and deliver. And it doesn't end there. From your table domain, you can dim the lighting, you can alter the decor, take a peek in the kitchen, and if your date's really boring, you can play Battleship. Or better yet, plan your escape route.
The tables are really interesting. I mean, you can have a lot of fun with them.
This feels like a gimmick. They've even got the magic tricks. But Inimo is defying the credit crunch. They're filling seats with people booking up to a week ahead on curiosity factor alone. But enough with the bells and whistles. What about the food?
You know, the food is great. Really good.
Chris Wood runs a restaurant website.
Having tasted the food, I've started to forget about the special effects.
So it gets high marks for style and substance. What about the concept? It's high tech, but is it just too high maintenance?
I noticed the lack of waiters after we'd had the after we finished the food, and there was nobody to come wipe down your table.
Okay, they take the do-it-yourself theme too far, but there may be an upside for the restaurant manager.
You're never going to get people complaining about a surly waiter because you haven't got a waiter.
But beware, if Inimo isn't just a flash in the pan, there's a risk the next big thing could be cook your own, with aprons, sharp knives, and a chef's hat. If they go that far, it'll be time to stay home. Amy Gutman, CBS News, London.
And we thank you for staying with us this half hour. This is CBS News, up to the minute.
In these tough times, most people are holding on to every cent.
Merry Christmas.
But he's giving a fortune away to strangers. The real-life Secret Santa, tonight on the CBS Evening News. CBS News. Experience you can trust.
From all of us,
To all of you, happy holidays from CBS 4.
The right outcome is reorganization or bankruptcy, then isn't it better to get there through an orderly process.
Orderly bankruptcy. The Bush administration says this may be the best way to save the auto industry. Storm watch, fierce pre-winter weather that gripped the West, makes trouble for the Midwest and East. And remembering the man who helped shine a light on a scandal, though he stayed in the shadows till almost the very end.
Follow the money. What do you mean? Where? Oh, I can't tell you that.
This is the CBS Morning News for Friday, December 19th, 2008.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Michelle Geelan. So it's not what the auto industry wants, but the Bush administration is considering an orderly bankruptcy as the best road to save the ailing auto industry. A decision could come as early as today. Tara Mergener is in Washington with more. Hi, Tara. Good morning.
Hi, Michelle. Good morning. The fate of the Big Three is still in question today, and they may not like the White House's answer. Auto bailout negotiations are picking up speed.
I can tell you we're nearing a conclusion and we're very close.
With the Big Three anxiously holding their breath and waiting for a federal rescue, comes word the Bush administration is looking to soften the blow with a, quote, orderly bankruptcy.
If the right outcome is reorganization or bankruptcy, then isn't it better to get there through an orderly process where every effort is made to avoid it?
Under a managed bankruptcy, the government could provide financing to automakers to run their businesses while they reorganize under court supervision.